I'm a zombie apocalypse fan and I realized, oops, I ran out of zombie apocalypse shows to watch. So, should I create it myself? After finishing like countless drama, novels, anime, to even AI generated stories, I watched a lot of different versions, but I wanted something different and I have to wait for the next episode to release too. So while waiting, maybe I should just create my own. At the same time, there isn't a lot of Singapore apocalypse show, maybe because due to its high budget. And also, I love anime. Should I generate it in anime style? So in this video, I'm going to share how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start with the prologue first. And I'm going to title this zombie apocalypse show called The Last Prophecy. Okay, I'll be using Google Flow together with Hicksville, Kling 3.0, Seed Dance 2.0, and lastly Suno to generate the music and sound effects. So let's see how it goes. Let's get started. Alright, the very first thing we have to do is to come to Google Flow. And I want to use the image as a reference point to generate the video. I have tried using Nano Banana to generate the anime image that I want, but it doesn't really generate the exact style that I want. And surprisingly, ChatGPT actually do generate the style that I want. Of course, there are some critics who say that ChatGPT generate images that's a bit dark and it can be a bit grainy. But after I generate it, you import it into the video generating software, it's not that bad. So I decided, okay, so I'll use ChatGPT to generate the still images. And as for the prompt, I use ChatGPT to do the prompting because I write the script and also the novel using ChatGPT. To summarize it, I come out the storyline, but in order to make it smooth in terms of English language, so I use ChatGPT. And they do change the layout a bit in Google Flow as compared to a few months ago. Though I prefer the last layout, but this layout is fine too. It looks like Google AI Studio. So we just have to do the prompting on the right and wait for it to generate. And also after generating, I realized that Google Flow actually generate realistic videos better than animated ones. Even after I try to import the images as a reference, it still come out like a realistic video and I don't want it to be too realistic. And the animated ones, as you can see, it looks very animated. It's not really the type of artistic style that I like, but because I'm at the testing phase, I decided to do the prologue first before I start generating episode 1. This is used as a testing to test out which kind of software works, which kind of workflow works. So I realized that maybe Google Flow might not be the best suited AI generated software for this series. Okay, back to the screen. After we finish the prompt, they will ask you if you want to approve the final version, which is good, so we do not waste credits. If you are not satisfied, you can edit the prompt from there. Another thing that I need to take note of is this is going to be a continuous series, though I'm doing the prologue now. But if this is going to be continuous, it means that I have to use up a lot of credits, which means I have to burn a lot of cash. The best way to do it is use AI and also traditional softwares. So I'm going to export the videos from here to Adobe Premiere Pro and edit the videos from there to save money. So let's head to Adobe Premiere Pro now. Okay, the very first thing is to import the clips into Adobe Premiere Pro. Import, and next is to look for the clip and drag it down.
Keep moving, don't look back!
No, please, wait for me!
This isn't the art style that I want, but I need to take note of it because in the future for consistency, I need to have the art style decided. For now, I'll just leave it and head over to Suno to generate the sound effects. I need some people screaming in the background. So I'll write the prompt first. And for sound effects, there is one shot and loop. One shot means that it's just one sound. Loop is for ambient sound. I'll choose loop. And next is to press create. Okay, So we're gonna import it into the video editing software. I think these sound effects need editing. Okay, so we're gonna download it as a WAV file because we don't want a compressed version. Okay, we are in Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm gonna look for the sound effects to put it into the clip. So these are my different import. The thing about AI is we can only generate like a few seconds video. So we have to piece them together in the video editing software. Okay, drag and drop the audio.
Hey, Brad!
Command.
Okay, this sound effect isn't great. So what I'm trying to do is to add some reverb so that it sounds like a noise music experimental kind of sounding. And also lower down the volume of it.
Hey, Brad! Hey, Brad!
Next, I'm going to head back to Suno to generate the background music. After typing in the prompt and finishing the generation, we're going to export it as a WAV file and import it back into Adobe Premiere Pro. This video is actually not generated by Google Flow but in Higgsville. So I went over to Higgsville to generate the video clips. Okay, this uses Kling 3.0. It's relatively close to the reference image that I imported, which is pretty good. This is generated by Seedance 2.0, which is pretty hilarious that two similar women is running. So in my prompt, I wrote, each civilian has a unique face, hairstyle, clothing, and appearance, so that it doesn't have duplicate faces. Okay, this cuts took me some time to design. I used Image Creator, which no longer exists. That website is gone. And Photoshop to do all those graphic editing. And later use Google Gemini to piece them together. And import it into Higgsville. Actually, Kling looks pretty good. It's very good if we have a reference image and there isn't a lot of animated movements. But Seedance is good for animated movements and also for character consistency. And Kling requires less credits as compared to Seedance. After I completed the prologue, I sent it to my aunt and my aunt reminded me of something important. If I were to use the Malayan and also the MBS, I might need to apply for a permit. So in order to remove all this hassle, I'm gonna put the full version here and I'm gonna upload the cropped version in the official channel. Okay, so let's enjoy the last prophecy prologue.
Ming! Where are you? Xiao Hong! Please answer us!
Command, we are approaching target zone. Ground forces are engaging.
Mommy? Daddy?
Thanks for watching. The Last Prophecy is an animated series that I'm creating from ground up using a combination of AI tools and also using my own creative workflow. If you'd like to follow me on this journey, subscribe to this channel, Abigail Builds, for more behind the scenes videos and also AI tutorials. And if you want to watch the finished series, head over to Soundfrost Studio where the story comes to life. And I'll see you in the next build.